everybody, happy Wednesday. And I know I'm in a different spot now, but I've had issues with my camera. This is the third time I've recorded this, so let's hope this time it stays connected and things get recorded so that this video can go up, right? Am I right? Keep your fingers crossed. Okay, so when it's Wednesday here, I'm on the website. So if you haven't checked out KatiMorton.com, I would encourage all of you to get on and do it. I've been making a lot of improvements and doing a lot of things to make it faster and better, make the chat quicker and cooler. So I hope you all like it. Also, I'm on YouTube, so if you asked your questions below yesterday's video, I've already answered a lot of questions on the website and on YouTube, so you might want to check and see if a question similar to yours was already answered. But without further ado, and I have a great journal topic from Rachel. I'm going to look over here because I have all of my questions stuff written right over here. So thank you, Rachel, for that journal topic. So let's get down to the first question. Hey, Katie, what do you think about two people with mental illness dating one another? Good question. I suffer from BPD and major depression, and my partner has PTSD, and sometimes it seems like the symptoms of our disorders trigger each other, which is very common. But we also know how to understand and take care of each other during more depressive episodes. Also very true. Also, he's in therapy and on meds, and I'm not anymore, and my symptoms have been relapsing. When two people with mental illness are in a relationship, how do they both navigate and dissect their negative voices and distorted thinking from what's really going on? Oops, sorry, I hit my foot there. I don't want to be a martyr or self-sabotage or push him away because I really love him, but I'm afraid of being a hinder to his recovery too. Could our relationship be healthy and safe even if at the moment I'm not? Help! I thought this was a great question. I get questions like this a lot about relationships and if we're both suffering and struggling with, even if it's similar things or different things, can it work and can it be, healthy? And my short answer is yes, it can definitely be healthy. It can work out. Every relationship has a chance to survive, but it depends on certain things. First of all, it's compatibility, but if we already love them, we're together, that's not the problem. With mental health, the most important thing, and I cannot stress this enough, is that we're both in treatment, we're both getting help for our issues. So I would encourage you in this scenario to go back to seeing a therapist, possibly getting on medication if that's what works for you. It's up to you and your treatment team to decide what's best for you, but I find that relationships have the best chance of a positive outcome if we're both getting help. And also that we're communicating clearly with our partner. Every relationship can have issues if we're not clearly communicating. The other one doesn't know what's going on or why you're so moody or whatever. The best we can do to try to communicate what's going on and what we're trying to do, the better the outcome. So I would encourage you to communicate with your partner how you're feeling and what's going on, and also to get back into your own treatment, because only when you're both managing your symptoms best can you be healthy together. Okay? Question number 2. Hey, Katie, I've somehow managed to get back in touch with a friend I went to school with. Yay! Now, I haven't got any friends and we picked up really well. Oh, good. She, although, could see that my self-esteem is really low and asked me why. I tried to say something, but I panicked and said that I can't talk about this, and I changed the subject. What do I do? She's known me since I was 12. It's, how do I repair a friendship? I thought this was a really good question because something that I've been contemplating doing a video about and just talking about more is friendship and the importance of friendship. Because even if we have family and we have a spouse or we have a boyfriend or girlfriend, it's not the same as a friend. And having true friends can be such an amazing gift. Not only are they a support group to us and they're, there for us to lean on, and they're also a great resource for giggles and good times and just relaxing, but it's just a whole, we're creating our own family, a family that we've chose, like they're people that we chose to place in our little friend family. And to have that kind of support and love, obviously you want to be very careful about who you're friends with, and you want to make sure that they're actually good to you and, actually caring and loving. But once you find those people, it's amazing. I would encourage each of you to make that one of your goals, to find a good quality friend and begin becoming friends with them. So as far as repairing a friendship and the fact that we often feel like we can't really talk about things, and everybody struggles to talk with friends or maybe new friends about what's really going on with them, I would just encourage all of you to start slow with it. A lot of my clients will feel like they have to verbally vomit everything. Like, okay, when I was 12, this happened, and I just didn't want to tell you about it, and then we lost contact, and then so I've been da-da-da. Don't feel like you have to just dump everything. In this scenario, you could have said something to the effect of, it's a really long story, and a lot of it is very deeply personal. I'll just tell you that, things have happened to me that are really hard and I'm really working on it, but it'll take me some time to really honestly talk to you about it. So just bear with me, okay? And I think that is fair. It will take us time. Friendships don't grow overnight. There's something that we nurture and they slowly grow over time. It's like anything that's worth it in life. It's worth the wait for it to blossom into something beautiful. So I would start slowly, be as comfortable as you can with it. If you feel like you're going too fast, then you probably are. Maybe you should slow down. But I would just begin opening up little by little. Don't feel like you have to do a complete dump of information, but just let them know, just be honest. It's really difficult to talk about, so it may take me some time. A true friend that's worth putting in your little friendship family will totally understand. She'll hear you out and she will say, I get it. I'm here when you need me. So that's what I would do. Okay? Question, and if any of you have feedback on that, let me know, because I know many of you struggle with stuff like this too, and you may have a way that you verbalize it that just did the trick. And also, this just reminded me, I had someone on, I think YouTube, asking me the difference between clients and patients and why I call them different things. To be truthful, in the hospital world, I spend a lot of my training in the hospital. I don't know if many of you know that, and they make you call everyone patients because we're in a hospital, and that's just what they did. And when I was in grad school, there was this big shift from people calling, in the therapy world, their patients and calling them clients, because clients, they said, was more respectful and ethically appropriate because we're not in the hospital setting and blah, blah, blah. So because I have a private practice and I also work in clinics and I've worked in hospitals and blah, 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 I actually utilize both phrases. I'm sorry if you think one's more offensive or not. It's really interchangeable to me, and it's something that has just changed over time depending on where I've worked, and so I kind of use both. Okay? Question number 3. Hey, Katie, is it possible to get out of a depression without seeing a therapist or using meds? Good question. I've seen your videos about signs of depression and other similar videos, and I match all of the signs. It's been going on for a year, and it keeps getting worse, and there's no cause for this depression, no traumatic event or abuse or anything like that. P.S. I don't have the courage to come forward and see a therapist, and I don't want to be treated with meds. Please help. Now, I get a lot of questions like this, and the reason that I chose this is because the true answer is that if you don't want to step up and try to get better and work on it, then you won't. And I don't mean this as like a tough love or Katie's an asshole. I'm just being honest, because I have a lot of clients that will come to me sometimes and they just don't want to talk about things. They don't want to get better. And I've talked many times about this, that our motivation for getting better is what drives our recovery. And yeah, we're going to have lulls where we feel like shit and we don't want to do anything. But if we don't actually want to see anybody, we don't want to work on the issues, if medication is potentially appropriate, if you talk to your doctor, you don't want to take it, if we push away all the help or refuse to actually step out and get the help that we need, then we won't get better. And there's no magic wand. There's nothing I can do. As much as I love Harry Potter, I'd love to I don't even know what I would call that, but, some kind of spell. I don't have it and I can't magically create it. It's something that you have to work on, and it's a mental health thing for all of us. All of us we're all works in progress. We're all working on something, and we have to stand up and say, today's the day. I'm going to get help. I'm going to reach out. I know it's scary. I know it's hard. It's really, really hard work, but you're all worth it. So reach out. It's the best way. It's the quickest way for us to feel better and get better. So I'm sorry. I wish I had a better answer that I could magically fix it, but if you don't want to get help, we won't get better. Okay? Now, journal topic. Thank you, Rachel, on the website for that so much. And this is really cool, and I'm actually going to look into this book. I told her I have to look into it. It sounds really cool. It says, I recently purchased the book, This I Believe. It's made up of essays from people of all walks of life answering the essay prompt, This I Believe. I thought it could be interesting to talk about. I felt like when one is struggling with any form of mental illness, it is so hard to remember who we are or what we stand for. But try to answer this question. There are no wrong answers, and it can be as simple or as complicated as you want. Here is mine. I believe in truth. I believe that love can have the power to transcend, to break through the walls you believe are built for protection, but that only lead to war within your thoughts. I believe that someday, someone out there will make me believe that their love can surpass my uncertainty, my vulnerability, my scars. This I believe. Isn't that good? It made me tear the first time I read it. So I would encourage all of you to do this. This I believe. What is it? You can rewind it back and listen to this again if you need a little bit more motivation, but What a powerful journal topic. Thank you so much, Rachel. I hope you all like it. Tomorrow is Thursday, so I'll be on Twitter. So ask your questions there using the hashtag KatieFAQ. Bye!